Hey, this is Emily. Welcome to our second weekly check-in session. Today's session will be focused on smart shopping. During today's presentation, we'll cover some tips to help you make the most of your trip to the grocery store. We'll talk about how to prepare before you go, tips for navigating the aisles to find nutritious foods for a good price, and how to get creative with leftovers. We'll wrap up with open discussion. Much like most things, when it comes to nutrition, preparation is key to successfully achieving your goals and objectives. You should walk into the grocery store prepared if you really want to come out with the right healthy foods and some change left in your pocket. Sometimes it can be overwhelming to start grocery shopping. One way to get started is to check the weekly sale ads. This can help you know what's on sale and what produce is in season that you can purchase for a good price. It might also give you a few ideas for meals. Consider creating a simple meal plan. Planning ahead can help you avoid the "what's for dinner" question because you have it figured out ahead of time. If you have others in your household, ask for their ideas. You might even want to consider what meals will make leftovers or plan to cook a large portion so you do have leftovers and one less meal to prepare. Make a list. Once you have a simple meal plan, you'll know what ingredients you need. Check your pantry, fridge, and freezer first to see what you already have on hand. Then make a list of the items you don't have. Making a list will help you stay focused when you get to the store and ensure that you return home with everything you need, saving you extra trips and cost later in the week. For additional savings, spend a little time looking for coupons, such as in the Sunday ads or online. Just be careful not to fall into the trap of spending more because you're using them. Use coupons only for items you would buy anyway or that you know you'll use. And lastly, have a snack. If you go to the store on an empty stomach, it's harder to resist those tempting smells of fresh baked bread or the end caps with products placed to catch your eye. Shopping after you've had a snack will help you stick to your list. Now that you've prepped and prepared for the grocery store, how do you navigate the aisles? Use these tips to help you get the healthiest options for the best price. Don't be afraid to try store brands. Some store brands are locally made and use very high quality ingredients. They can offer lower prices because of lower shipping and production costs. If you don't like the product, you can always go back to the national brand. Check the product, sell by, and best if used by dates. This will help you make sure you are getting the freshest product. On the other hand, if a product is close to its sell by date, sometimes stores will mark them down for a quick sale. If you plan to cook it up soon, it could be a great bargain. When looking for sales, buy one, get one is a 50% savings for items you use all the time, especially for things that are non-perishable and will keep for a while. Stock up on products you use often, such as oatmeal, cereals, pasta, etc. But beware, sometimes products are set up to make you buy them, even if they weren't on your list. One great example is chips and dip. You will always find matching dips in the chip aisle, and because of product placement, it urges us to buy both items when we may have only needed one. Take the time to compare fresh, frozen, and canned options. We'll talk more about this next week, but frozen and canned fruits and vegetables can be good alternatives to fresh, especially for produce that isn't in season. Make sure to shop the perimeter of the store, where you'll often find the essentials like milk, eggs, produce, meats, and fresh breads. Then head to the middle of the store to find other foods like whole wheat pasta, whole grain cereals, peanut butter, etc. Look high and low. Often, the priciest options are at eye level for the most visual exposure. Sugary breakfast cereals are often at kids' eye level, and you might find better prices by looking higher or lower on the shelf. Lastly, watch for errors to make sure you're not paying more than you should be. Make sure that sale items are scanning at their marked price. Also, watch for human errors such as accidentally scanning an item twice. Speak up to save money. Another way to save money at the store is to compare unit prices. This can help you find the best buy. Often, a larger package or buying in bulk is less costly in the long run, as long as it's an item that won't spoil before you can use it, but that isn't always the case. The unit price is usually shown on the shelf sticker just below the product. The unit price is the cost of the item per unit of measure, for example, the price per ounce. Looking for this unit price can help you decide which option really is the best deal. Here's an example of unit pricing per ounce of cereal. As you can see, the overall price for the 36-ounce box is the highest, but when you divide by the number of ounces, there is a substantial cost savings for the largest box. Keep in mind, if you are single or in a small family and won't finish a family-sized product, it's okay to buy the smaller box. Wasted food that goes bad is also money lost. On that note, a good way to make sure you're making the best use of your food dollars is to use all of the food you have before you need to throw it away. Sometimes this can encourage us to be a bit creative. Make something new out of your leftovers to avoid that food and money waste. These are just a few ideas. Don't be afraid to experiment. You might find some great results. In regards to open discussion, these are some questions that I want you to think about, and feel free to email me with your responses. Otherwise, we can talk about them next week. But here are the questions. First, what smart shopping strategies have you tried? Next, what new items did you try this week? And lastly, do you have any creative strategies for using leftovers? We hope you find this information will help you achieve your healthy eating goals. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us this week if you have questions, comments, or more information. Watch for the next challenge via email early next week.